Hello everyone, and this is Oxbool again here to go over my uh, yeah to go over my macros. Thank you. Um, so someone had pointed out that I was a clicker, and it's true. So I decided to set up my healing with macros. So what I have here is I have backslash cast sequence space, and then I have my spells word for word. If it has a cap in it, use a cap in it. And then, like for example, I have rejuve, so I have rejuvenation, comma, space, life bloom, comma, space, and that's how you set up your macro. Putting it in cast sequence means, in other words, that you cast in that specific order. You could also do backslash castrandom, which does a random cast. So yeah. So I have to do a few tweaking out here. What I need to do is I need to find out my times on my healing spells. For example, my life bloom basically has an instant cast. Then I have things such as my wild growth, which has a 6-second cooldown. So what I would do here is I will do rejuve, life bloom, wild growth, rejuve, life bloom, comma, space, life bloom again, comma, space, rejuve, and then after rejuve I'll do life bloom again one time, because I only did life bloom that one time. So I'll do life bloom again, comma, and then you want to make sure that there's a space there. You don't want two spaces, you just want one. And there'll be nourish, comma, wild growth, comma, of course there's a space after the comma. Okay, so this is me just hitting my one key, and it allows me to throw up my cast. Keep in mind that it's cast sequence, so when you might be wanting to do a life bloom or a rejuve on someone, but the sequence is on nourish, you might just actually have to nourish someone, which means if they're close to being dead and you don't get that nourish off in time, they could die. That's the only bad part about that. I could take nourish out, and whatever, but I just don't do that. With my heal bot, of course, I have it set up to where I could just click on people's names here and it automatically targets them. So yeah. So there's my key click. It is no longer. I guess I, in a sense, still key click. I still hit 1. I'm thinking about getting the Z board and giving it a try, maybe. You can purchase them off of the World of Warcraft website, and it looks pretty interesting. I might give it a shot and see how well it goes. Before I do go, I should let everyone know, as far as your classes go, because I've been asked about DPS and tanking and things like that. You could set this up, and matter of fact, I'm thinking about taking all my action bars off, with the exception of my poisons and different things like that. I could set up 2 buttons for healing, for example. I could set up 2 buttons, one for healing, one for poisons and curses at the same time. With the exception that I have my swift mend and whatnot, I do have to leave that out. I can make a macro for that too and have a 3-button push and have that with my cooldown to my trinkets. But and I might do that. As far as DPS goes, find your rotation. Find out, go online, find a great rotation that everyone's suggesting, and then just type it in. Backslash cast sequence space, and then there you go. Just type in whatever maneuvers you guys use, whether it's whatever, and you can set up and even perform really well. And yeah, it's easy button. It's kind of it takes all the other buttons out and whatever, but you can really perform your best because all you have to do is sit and spam the 1 key on your keyboard or whatever. It does make your performance go up when you're a DPS, and because you never have to sit back and click 1 or 2 or 3 with your mouse, or even 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard. You can just spam 1 and it's going to do everything for you. Yeah, so this is SAPS Auxbool, and please rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Later.